Hi everyone, it's Violet here at Inspired Lifestyle with Lee, our reflexologist, and today we're discussing the self-love, heart chakras, and how we can really get some benefits out of the essential oils. And so what we're looking at today, Lee, was we were discussing earlier a little bit in coordination with our heart chakra and unblocking it, and how we can use the rose quartz. So can you tell me a little bit about how I can use this and what sort of properties?
So rose quartz is a beautiful stone for opening up the heart. It is great for attraction, so attracting beautiful things in. We need to open our hearts up and let more love in and let it flow. So the rose quartz is beautiful for doing that. Absolutely gorgeous also for opening up our connection a little higher. Once the heart is open, our connection to our higher realms opens up as well. Rose quartz is also beautiful for raising our vibration and lifting us up into a higher state of wellness, happiness, and just general well-being. So rose quartz is a beautiful, beautiful stone to either wear on us, either in a necklace or earrings, or even just in the pocket. I always carry a little piece of rose quartz in my pocket, just so that it's always on me.
It's good too for that kind of that self-love that a lot of us need today that's happening.
Absolutely.
And what oils, if I was looking for also to really bring in that love into my life and give myself that same sort of balance, what sort of oils could I look at?
So absolutely, with the heart chakra, we'd be looking at things like rose, jasmine, ylang ylang, are beautiful oils to open up the heart and to allow love to flow over the heart area and along our arms down to our heart meridian, which ends down here at these fingers. Just allowing those channels to open right up and open the heart.
And is that why you were saying, with last night, you were rubbing that on the arm, and I'm bringing it into here, so I'm literally taking it down?
Absolutely. So the heart chakra runs along our arm. It doesn't really matter direction-wise as far as how we place our oils, but just having them along the arms. I always like a bit of rose over the heart, and then ylang ylang or jasmine along the arms. It just, that beautiful scent, and along the heart meridian and over the heart just opens us up. And then a piece of rose quartz on our bodies. That's beautiful.
I didn't know that. So that actually runs through here for us.
Absolutely, it does.
That's really fascinating on an energy level. That's lovely. And so when we're looking at the rose quartz and we're looking at oils, what other kind of key oils would you recommend, especially say with the flus or a little bit of congestion or things that are happening? What would you recommend? Maybe we'll look into this season.
So a beautiful oil to use is a blend. I work with doTERRA oils because I love their purity and their quality. It's second to none. There's nothing like it. On Guard is a protective blend, so it will protect against seasonal threats, pathogens that are around at this time. August, with all of the high winds, we are picking up more and more bugs. There's more on the wind blowing around. On Guard is our protective blend, and it also works for protecting us as well. So also energetically, this is a protective blend, not only physically, but also energetically.
Now, this is the one that you dosed me up on.
I do.
This is the one that keeps all my flus and everything away,
Absolutely.
isn't it? And the one that I get the little...
So we have little beadlets that you can take, which is about 1/4 of a drop of oil, which you can place in the mouth. You can also use this directly to the roof of the mouth. In the diffuser, as soon as I have a person in here, a client with a little bit of a cough or a cold going on, this goes straight in the diffuser. And I also clean my hands and up my arms with the On Guard as well.
Yeah, wow.
To also energetically protect when there's seasonal threats around. And this is beautiful. It smells gorgeous. Clove and wild orange in there, which make it really beautiful. So this one's gorgeous.
Now, is it the wild orange too that's really good for abundance? Is it the...
Yeah, wild orange is the oil of abundance. It is absolutely gorgeous to have around. It's uplifting as well and very calming. So it uplifts without sending you into a bit of a hyper state. It actually really calms and keeps you lovely and balanced.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I noticed too some really handy, you've got the little roll-ons. What's the Clary Calm? I was kind of really fascinated by this one.
So Clary Calm is a women's monthly blend. So of course,
beautiful.
For any stage of a woman's life, either from teenage girls right up to ladies who are going through menopause. This is fabulous. Hot flushes, cramping, all of those mood swings that happen coming up to our monthly time. Clary Calm is wonderful. So placed on the abdomen or even again over the heart and the back of the neck for hot flushes and also for cramping. It's wonderful, wonderful. And the smell of the clary sage, that is the main ingredient in that oil, is just stunning and perfect for women.
And I know you have this fabulous little technique with the ear points that happen. Now tell me about these ear points.
Okay, so as a reflexologist, which is what I'm
showing you my ears.
With ears out. So as a reflexologist, one of the tools that I learned is auricular therapy, so working on the ear points, which are fabulous for musculoskeletal problems, but also brilliant for allergies. So there is a wonderful trick you can do. Please always rest elbows on a bench so you don't stress the shoulders. But what we do, and I'll use my model here.
Who's edging for it.
Now we do both ears at the same time, but what you literally do is just find the highest point on the ear. You just go under the flap with your thumb, and you just hold with a gentle pressure for a minute or two. And that is a Chinese allergy point, and what that will do is take any inflammation down in the body, will calm any allergies very, very quickly, and really settle sniffles and sneezes and coughs. Anything that's allergic, it'll shut that down really quickly, especially when it's done regularly, once or twice a day.
Yeah, wonderful. And with, I know that you do a lot of work also within sort of clearing through the auras and taking a lot of stress off. And we've looked at this, and you're combining the reflexology in with this. So how important are these points in our feet and face? Because you also do the face.
I do. Really, really super important. They're very underrated. People don't realise that we have all of these areas on our bodies that mirror the whole body. So little microcosms where we've naturally been given tools to use to bring us back into health and wellness. So by working particular points on the face, a lot of neuro points on the face that actually works through the brainstem on the face work, and all the reflex points on the feet, on the hands, on the ears, are brilliant for bringing the body back into balance.
And that's that sense, because I've had treatment with Lee, so I can speak from having the treatment. That's that, I've noticed that afterwards I have this kind of complete sense of calm. I have this kind of also just need to want to just lie there in your chair forever.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's also that releasing, isn't it? There's a release in that.
It is, and the body is always trying to find, our energetic body as well as our physical body is always trying to find balance, to find that homeostasis. So what reflexology does is just helps the body balance itself. So we literally stimulate the body to do what it's meant to do. It's really the body. We're enabling the body to do what it needs to do.
And I know in your work you're using the crystals, and you have this beautiful intuitive gift and psychic gift that kind of streams in through you. And so crystals are incorporated to find this healing and balance in with this reflexology. So they are very essential sort of tools that can generate energy.
So I'll work with crystals. Mostly in my facial sessions, I always work with amethyst or rose quartz, but often people need a full balance in their bodies. And intuitively, your body will tell me. So I work with the crystals to bring those chakras back into balance, to center the body, to help get that body working again towards balance and homeostasis. So the crystals are very important, as are the essential oils, which I use.
And you were saying to me, you kind of come in from the head and you work down, and then you're working back through. So it's really a whole balance of the body
Truly
that happens in this.
Absolutely.
So it's a beautiful sense of calm. Now, what are these magical devices that are here, Lee, that I just want to play with?
Okay.
They're colourful and...
Because they look so beautiful.
They look like candy, some of them. Yep. What are they
for?
So
these are our beautiful diffusers. So once upon a time, 30 years ago, when I first got into essential oils, we used to heat our oils in oil burners, like this one here. We don't do that anymore with the pure oils because what it does is takes away from the beautiful pure chemical compounds that they provide. So with these beautiful cold diffusers, they have a little bit of water that goes into them. You place your essential oil in and plug them in to your electricity, and then they will literally vibrate and create a reaction within the water, and then from that we'll get a beautiful steam that rises up. It's a cold steam. I probably shouldn't even say steam. And through that, tiny little droplets of the essential oil are able to be breathed in
and then
where
more
they
potent
do their work.
that way.
Totally, absolutely. So you don't lose any of the beautiful quality of the oils.
And so what would I use? Are these more for the sense of smell then, or?
The oil burners these days, you can use a lot of wax melts in those. You can also use, yeah, absolutely. Your wax melts, resins. A lot of resins can be used that way. So your frankincense and myrrh. Oftentimes the resin is a beautiful way of just getting that scent in the room to create atmosphere. But as far as getting the chemical compound of that beautiful oil, using your pure oils with a cold diffuser is the best way.
And tell me about using the base oil, the fractionated, this is the coconut.
Yep.
So what would I be using this for with the oils? I'm diluting?
Yeah, it's a dilution base. So using the coconut oil, this beautiful oil is fabulous. They've taken all the long chain fatty acids out of it. So your normal coconut oil will go hard when it's cold.
Yeah.
This never goes hard. And it's a beautiful base for using when you're using your oils on the body, and especially with children. I have very sensitive skin, so I dilute all my oils.
Yeah.
This coconut oil goes into the skin beautifully. It doesn't leave you greasy. This is wonderful. So things like your On Guard, for example, I will always use that on my skin with a little bit of coconut oil just to dilute it and make sure that my skin's not going to react. I just have very highly sensitive skin. It's always best to dilute to start with anyway.
Beautiful. It's really, really nice. And we've put some examples out for everyone to have a look at. This is Lee's magical bowl, and we were listening to the sounds and how she really starts her therapy. So I've put it center for us to have a look at. But we've got in the examples, and I like this, Lee, because it's a little love heart, and it was everything you were talking about. But these are the rose quartz in here. And we've set up for you to have a look at the diffusers that Lee's talking about that still have that beautiful way of making sure that we're not losing any of the qualities from these magical oils because they are so pure. We've also put in, because we're talking about the heart chakra, so this is specifically designed for this in incense, and we've also put in one of the incense. And I believe Lee will agree with me, the sense of smell is a huge thing in our healing as well.
It is, it really is. All the senses come into it, and that's why in treatments that we do here, we use a variety of techniques. So with the crystals, the oils, also hand-on. Touch is an amazing therapy for people, bringing people back to balance. So also sound, insofar as there's always some really lovely music playing, using sound energy also just to clear when there's huge blocks.
It's critically
beautiful.
important.
So there are just many, many tools to use that are gentle but powerful to bring the body back to balance.
And we're all about, especially in today's society, what's happening is a lot of us are missing that fundamental touch, that fundamental safe space of healing, and really working out what those blocks are and getting back to the basics of getting some real genuine overall sense of calm and some true healing going in. I've put this up myself, as you know, I love to throw something in the mix, and we came across these. They're the Moldite bath salts. Now these have come from meteorite hitting the earth in a part of the Czech Republic. I believe it's about 15 million years ago, or check my facts on that one, but these are the very minerals that are found in there, and it is actually have a vibration and a current. And so these have come into a bath salt range that's also for that energetic lifting. So I have included these today because they are a little bit rare, and I've put them in the mix with our overall balancing package that we've put up today. And getting back to that essential healing, I feel that this we're now in that moving forward phase of the year that we've been talking about and everyone's been waiting for. And so getting ourselves in alignment now is a really good time to be doing that. Have a look. We need some hands-on healing. We need to get some oils happening. Have a look at the balance of ourselves, because we are in forward motion now. So now is a really good time to be looking at what crystals are connecting with me, what sort of healing I need. I'm in with the essential oils in the sense of aromatherapy with what I'm doing. So I just love where Lee's coming from on using these oils and how she uses them and integrates them. And she is working with the purest product I've ever come across. So I would hands down recommend, if you're looking for getting some of that alignment, Lee runs absolutely wonderful sessions, and they do incorporate that balancing of the chakras, that ancient art of the reflexology and getting into those points. And I can't explain it as she does, because she has all this brilliant knowledge and very, very technical. But I can tell you from the aspect of sitting there, and I go through this process because I am reading, connecting with energy. I do touch base with Lee and get myself in constant balance. And I believe that this is a fundamental thing. You know, there are the inexpensive things in life, like getting down to the beach and having those walks and connecting with the nature aspects, and remembering to breathe and come from that heart like Lee's been talking about, and then touching base and having that touch point, having everything pulled into alignment for you, and coming from a nice clear space with the energy moving forward. We've got Mars direct now. Everything's in forward motion for now. We do have a Mercury retrograde coming up, so let's use this energy that we're in right now to really push ourselves forward and make some big steps. So Liz can answer any questions. If you want to just type them in there, and she'll be able to jump in and answer any questions you have on oils, on balancing in that zone. So throw anything out there that